Good morning. I'm the Reverend Catherine MacDonald. I'm the intentional interim minister here at St. James United Church, and this is the spiritual reflection for United Churches for Dartmouth. A few weeks ago, when I went to preach for the first time in 11 weeks for my congregation, the line, "Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place," and it ran through my head all week, and I realized it wasn't even in our current hymn books, but I remembered singing it years ago at Coal Harbour United, and it just stuck with me. Some of you know that over the summer I had an emergency appendectomy and spent a lot of time on my phone, much more time than I'd like to admit, really, doom scrolling. And the more I scrolled, the darker everything looked. Wildfires, violence, injustice, leaders with no moral compass. And maybe you felt that too, wondering where is God in this place, in all of this? And God did not seem to be present. So that line, "Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place," as I prepared to preach, wasn't ringing through, but it wouldn't let me go. And I'll be honest, this summer I couldn't pray. I started doubting, but one small voice in me said, "Go to church anyway. Go sit with people of faith. Let their beliefs hold you up for a while." And so I did. Not every week, but most weeks. But no lightning bolts, no instant turnaround, but slowly, slowly through ancient stories and shared worship, I began to sense God's presence again. That's one of the gifts of community. We don't all have to be strong at the same time. Some days you bring your strong faith. Some days you bring your doubts. And together we hold each other. We can be the presence of God for each other. Surely the presence of God is in this place, can be in any place. Our scripture reading that week that we used was about a man named Jacob. He was a trickster, a deeply, deeply flawed man, and yet God met him right there in the middle of his mess, promising to be with him no matter where he went. God didn't give up on Jacob, and God doesn't give up on us. God didn't give up on me, even when we feel as if we're barely hanging on. The world's problems can seem overwhelming. Jane Mossbacher Morris writes that she imagines three circles: what I can control, what I can influence, and everything else. She encourages us to focus on the first two. That's where we can actually act and where God's presence shows up through us. So my prayer for you and for me this week is that we will notice God's presence because God is there. And if you can't see or experience God's presence this week, ask a friend who shares your faith. They can tell you, they can show you. And together we will experience God's presence together. Blessings on my friend, on you, on your week, my friends. Blessings.